Hello, Santa Barbara. Hey, my name is Stephanie Wade. I'm a proud transgender woman. And I'm also a former Marine officer, Marine infantry officer, and I'm very proud of that. I came up here from Orange County, or as I call it, Orange Bama. And I'm really honored to be here today with all of you for such a really powerful, powerful rally. Clap for that. So, I want to talk to you today about the thanks of an ungrateful nation. Some of you may be uncomfortable with the very idea of a military. In fact, LGBT vets and service members are often alienated and disaffected from both the military and the queer community. But I want to give you a reason why, even if you're a pacifist, you ought to really care about LGBT veterans, the millions of LGBT veterans who served honorably and faced nothing but persecution, and especially about the transgender veterans that the Trump administration have just dismissed. I want to start by teaching you a fact. Transgender people serve at twice the rate of the rest of the American population. That's right. If military service is a proxy for patriotism, we transgender people are twice as patriotic as the rest of America. Thank you. So look, nobody has the right to a military job. It's a true meritocracy. And the transgender veterans who serve, not a one of them has ever asked for special treatment. Every one of the 8,000 to 15,000 transgender service members on active duty right now have met every standard, breached every obstacle, and shattered every expectation. They have earned their right to be there. In fact, transgender service members are largely concentrated in the officer and the senior enlisted ranks. That means that the people we're about to kick out are some of our greatest leaders, people who fought and shown valor on battlefields across the world, people in whom we've invested millions of dollars to train them. And we're going to cast them aside for hate? I don't think so. And I want to be clear on that point. Kicking out these transgender service members is a waste of our tax dollars, and it makes our country less safe. But I promise you a personal reason why we queer people and our allies should really care about these people. Going back to the history of Greece, military service has been the bedrock of citizenship and equality. We know that from our own American history. African Americans, Japanese Americans, women, they've all fought for the right to fight and the right to serve in the most important combat arms MOSs, right? And their successes in the military have marched in lockstep, if not led, most of the civil rights successes we've seen in America. So if we allow these to go back, it's not just affecting trans people, it's a giant step backward. If that seems too abstract for you, let me make this a little more concrete. The President's executive order on transgender troops states that being transgender, and here I quote, is a falsehood not consistent with humility and selflessness required of a service member. Think about who's saying lack of humility, selflessness. Exactly. But I want you to think about that reasoning, because if we let that stand, what that really means is it's a grave threat to all of us. If America can kick out transgender veterans, the most meritocratic people in the military, if they can fire and kick out transgender service members, well, that's the first step to denying us our ability to express who we are, to walk, talk, dress, act as who we are. It's really the road to overt fascism. If they can fire us from the military, they can deny us employment and accommodations anywhere and everywhere. So when I step off the stage, I have something for you to do. I would like as many people, I would love it if every single person here makes a donation, even a small one, to Lambda Legal, who's leading the litigation to protect these brave heroes. And I'll have a QR code, I'll hold it up for people who can see it, or you can come find me on the march. But please, please do that. And the last thing I want to do is I want to show gratitude to those who served. In a second, I'm just going to ask everybody who's a veteran that's here in the audience, I'm going to ask you to salute the American flag so you can identify yourself, and the rest of you can give a giant round of applause for them. Veterans. And salute. Ready, two.